welcome to Getting Smarter with
Emma and Frank.
or Frank and Emma
It says Emma and Frank in the
in our logo.
yeah, so we're gonna have to say Emma and Frank now.
All right, fine,
Yeah.
fine. Um, I'm actually gonna let you pick the topic today. I have two.
Oh, you've researched that much?
I had them, so I have had these researched, but they weren't on the proper platform before. These were from my last, but they're both really cool. So I
Okay.
have two options for you. Um, so one kind of goes along the spiritual realm that I think we've been kind of touching on in the last few episodes, which might be cool. Then the second one is a cool place. So it's totally up to you. So first one, and I'll do both of them like at some point, but you get to pick which one you
Okay.
want today. So the first one is the Akashic Records,
Okay.
and the second one is North Brother Island in New York.
I've heard of the Akashic Records. I don't know much about it. Maybe once you start talking about it, I'll go, oh yeah, I know what this is.
Yeah, you'll know more.
And North what?
North Brother Island.
That's in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I go North Brother Island.
All right. I was kind of hoping you'd say that because I like that one a lot. All right. So North Brother Island was introduced to me by my uncle. My uncle has a boat, and this is really comical to me that he's like he for years has been like, I'll take you, I'll take you. Don't go to North Brother Island. Like I'm telling everyone, don't. I don't think you should go. It's not like. I mean, obviously I'll get into it, but I don't think it's like it's not open to the public. Like you have to like sneak again, I'm not condoning this. Like but if you were to go, you can't go
I want
during
to
the
go.
daytime.
No, I want to go, dude. What are you talking about?
Uncle Tony will bring it. He
Tell me
will.
no.
He will.
I'll fucking go, dude.
But yeah, I mean, it looks awesome. And there are YouTube videos of people going and like going during the day. It reminds me of like when Annie and I found we sometimes we have ghost hunting days or like ghost we'll be like, "Oh, should we have a ghost day?" And we'll like go and find like creepy places to explore. We used to do that during the pandemic a lot. And we went to this one location. If you are familiar with Bowman's Tower in
Of
New
course.
Hope area, there's one abandoned house on the way to Bowman's Tower. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like
Yeah,
on the
dude. I
right
want to
side.
buy it.
You
I
should.
think it's owned by the park, though. I know
Oh.
exactly where you're.
Mhm.
I have the address written down. It's like right before that little bridge
Yes.
that you go
Yes.
over.
Yeah.
I want that
Yeah.
house.
Annie and I went and like we didn't go in, but this is why we didn't because like you can tell that there's fire damage to the
Mm-hmm.
building,
Yeah, I think
and
that's what
so
happened.
we were kind of looking around, and Annie's like, "I'm gonna go in through this window," and I was like, "Listen, I support exploration. However." You could get seriously hurt. Like if you go in through this
For
window
sure.
and like you fall through the floor and it's just little old me, like no, that's where I draw the line if you're going to get hurt. So that's how I feel about North Brother Island. All for exploration, but like these buildings are falling apart and are dangerous to like kind of go into. But
That's
but I
the
am
house that when Matt and I would pass it, I'd say that's the house that I want to film the podcast in.
yeah, I mean
That's just,
it's
it's awesome. It's got like that creek right there that goes right out to the river.
I feel like why wouldn't they let you buy it? Because if someone were to take that project on, like it's just sitting there and it's
I think
it's
it's owned by the park or something like that. That's what I heard.
but like why would they want it?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe we could ask. I don't know who to talk to. But there's that little like all the sheep and all that are right
Mhm.
there.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Maybe they own it.
Maybe. I feel like it's one of those places that like if that was my like I mean not my big building, but I feel like for the common person they would want it to be taken off their hands. They're like this place is falling apart. But for people like us, it's a fantastic everything.
Yeah.
Slightly on this topic, just slight tangent for one quick second. Joe and I, he's been getting a lot of. There was this one point he got an ad. There was this really old abandoned hotel that was going up for auction in the UK, and it was going up for auction starting at $1. And he's like, "Should we bid on it?" And it's this. I mean, it looks like the Titanic underwater. Like you walk in
What?
through the front doors, and like that's it. That's what it looks like. Like glorious hotel. And I was like, yeah, we should definitely bid on it. And I was like, the best part is that we wouldn't have to renovate it. I'll use it for my ghost tours, and you use it as a movie set for your horror
Yeah.
movies. Um, we forgot about the bidding, about the auction, and we didn't bid on it. But
Oh,
there's a
I
lot
thought
of
you were like,
things.
and we won.
We
Yeah.
won.
Now we have a hotel.
I mean, it's not far fetched for us,
Where's
but
it at?
it was in I don't know, it was in the UK somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez,
yeah.
man.
That's
Okay.
listen. I'm
That is
planning to
far
be.
fetched, dude. That's
You
like-
think? I'm planning to be international. That doesn't seem far fetched to me. I'm like
Ah,
ghost tours everywhere,
it's a good st-
especially in Europe.
That's a good starting point.
Mhm. Like Queen Victoria stayed there.
Oh,
I think it sold for a lot more than $1.
$2,
$3.50.
£3. Um,
Why was that so funny to me? £3. Okay, North Brother Island.
uh-huh.
Okay, so all right, so I am gonna read from my notes. Forgive me. No, I always start really poorly when I start reading from my notes.
You'll get there.
North Brother Island is a small island off of the coast of New York, and it is located in the East River. So it's like right there. It's right there. But this is what I think is so cool about North Brother Island is that like it seems like nobody has heard about it. I think this is why. So it's about 20 acres big, which is pretty small.
Yeah, it's not very big.
Yeah, like my parents, they have an acre. They have 1 acre. Yeah, and I think about 20. That's probably like honestly probably smaller than our neighborhood.
I think this house sits on an acre.
Yeah,
So, yeah, 20 acres is tiny, dude.
yeah,
That's like this neighborhood,
yeah.
maybe smaller.
I feel like smaller.
Yeah.
Like we have farmland next to me. I could see that maybe being like
What? It's that tiny?
yeah. So yeah.
No
It's-
wonder nobody knows about it.
Yeah. It's 20 acres big and its neighboring island is South Brother Island. And that is about 6 acres big. So, bigger than South Brother. But anyway.
Okay. So, that's good.
So, in 1614, the islands were originally claimed by the Dutch West India Company and referred to as Digesselen. That's a German word, but Digesselen. I'm not saying that right at all, but it translates to companions in English. So sort of like the companion islands, which is kind of cute. Now, by the late 1600s,
Sure, they thought the same thing, dude.
with the islands
Yeah,
or the
yeah,
or the
being
people.
cute. Yeah. Oh, these are cute. We should claim them.
Those islands are so cute. Look at them; they're right next to
I
each
want
other.
one. Yeah.
Let's call them brothers. That was definitely me, way back when. All right,
If
so
you were an explorer, dude. Oh, I want that one. It's cute. Dude.
look at that cute little bear. If I was an explorer, yes,
So they're brother islands, though.
yeah.
Is that what they are? though?
North and South Brother Islands. Yeah.
All right. So we got big brother, little brother.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So by the late 1600s, the islands were claimed by the British, and then by the 1800s, claimed by the United States as a part of Queens County, New York. And in 1881, North Brother Island was, let me scroll up, was transferred to the Bronx. And it was soon joined by its brother in 1964. So I guess they're referring to, so North Brother Island, it sounds like to me in these notes, was founded first, and then they like titled South Brother Island 1964. Now, North Brother Island was uninhabited until 1869 when a lighthouse was built on the island. And then starting in 1885, more people began to inhabit the island. And in the mid 1880s, the Riverside Hospital was moved from Blackwell's Island to North Brother Island. So basically, the two buildings, I mean, there was people that were starting to inhabit the island, but the two main buildings on the island were this lighthouse and a hospital, which is important to the story. Now, the Riverside Hospital was originally used as a smallpox hospital, where they would isolate and treat patients that contracted smallpox. And from there, the hospital's mission was to isolate anyone that contracted quarantinable diseases such as typhoid, smallpox, and tuberculosis, all the way until 1963 when the hospital was shut down. So, jumping back to North Brother Island, Riverside Hospital was moved there in the mid 1880s, and during this time, typhoid fever was on the rise and spreading panic throughout the country. Now, so if you think about this hospital, again, it's like its main mission was to quarantine people.
Yeah, like who's working this island though? Is it you
It's a
just
good
send them out
question.
there, or is it like
hmm
there's doctors on it?
Yeah, we'll get on. We'll. Are you? Oh, are you talking about the staff specifically?
Yeah, the staff.
I don't know, and I don't know if I touch on that in these notes, but I know that like we will get into it throughout the notes that like the people that were put here were pretty much just being like taken. Like they were being taken from their homes in New York and being brought here. Um Essentially to live to like spend the rest of their life, to just die here. That's essentially what was happening. Because if you think about in the 1800s and the early 1900s, like, they didn't have what we had. Like when we think about quarantine during COVID, it's like, okay, like you quarantine for the most part. I mean, of course, there were a lot of deaths during COVID, but for the most part, like in our lives, if we experienced COVID and we quarantined at home, we survived.
Yeah,
But most of these horrible illnesses, like these people were just ripped away from their families and their homes and they were taken here to die.
I feel like they did this often.
Mm.
They did it with like Napoleon Bonaparte. They put him on an island twice, and he escaped twice, I think.
He escaped the islands?
Yeah, his sentence after I forget, I don't remember what he did, but to get rid of Napoleon, they put him on an island, Elbis,
Huh.
and he got away.
Where is that island?
I think the Mediterranean.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
they did it to Jack Sparrow. Yeah,
That's
for all
true.
those
That's
history
true.
buffs out there.
Yeah, that's true. He had the black spot and he
Mhm.
got yeah, they were like, you gotta
He lived off rum for 3 days, and then he tied a sea turtles together with string made of human hair to get off the island.
That's such a great he's my favorite. He's like my if people ask me like what character do you relate to the most, like he's one of them. Like I have like, a trifecta where I'm like, I think I'm a combination of like Jack Sparrow and Rapunzel from Tangled.
Rapunzel?
Like
Yeah, I mean I know she
fr-
is.
from Tangled, specifically from Tangled, like her vibe, she's like but crisscrossed with Jack Sparrow.
I'd have to watch it
I'm
again.
like, where's the rum?
Yeah,
Where's the whiskey? Like I'm here.
and then how do you get the Rapunzel part?
She's very like you have to watch it. I
I'd
don't
have to
want to
watch
like
it. Is she
yeah.
outgoing or something?
Yeah, she's like really like she's like all I feel like I sound like full of myself describing myself in this way, so I
Oh
feel a little
shit!
awkward. No, but I just like
Is
feel
she
like
fantastic? And you're like, oh, that's
I'm
why.
Rapunzel. It's like she has a very like childish, joyful approach to life
So does
that
Jack
I
Sparrow.
connect to. Okay, yeah, I think so. Yeah. So she's like so excited. I mean, now granted she's been locked in a tower her whole life, so it makes sense that she would like be so excited by grass, but like she's like running around barefoot in grass like being like I love grass and like I love the sun and I love animals and I love people and like I very much connect to that.
You think they put one of those on North Brother Island? They just like put them on an island. They're like, yes, I love
Maybe
this island.
no, they were like, fuck this way. They're like, this is scary. I would imagine. Oh my God. Can you imagine just be like shoved on an island and then like, and everyone is like horrifically sick and you're like, I know I'm going to die here. Oh my God.
I just sit there and just take a big like exhale, like.
I would
Man.
immediately try to escape. 110,000%. I would be immediately running for the edge of that island. Like, you can't stop me.
Wait, do we know how far it is from like the mainland,
Ah, ouch. That's a really good question.
which is also an island?
Well, you can look up, that's true. You can look up like on the map. It doesn't look like it's far. And actually there was and I'll get into it in a little bit, but there was a shipwreck that happened right off the shore and I'm
Oh,
pretty sure that that like people in New York like could see the ship. Like I think you can like see the island like
from New York,
from the Bronx or like from
Queens, whatever. They're right next to each
Queens or the
other.
Bronx or whatever. Yeah. I think you can see it. So I don't think it's like that far, but all right, here I'll go back to it because maybe it's funny that like this is new for me and you
Yeah.
a little bit. I don't know if someone escaped. but maybe they did. Okay, um, so we talk about, during the mid 1880s when Riverside Hospital was moved to North Brother Island. This is when typhoid fever was on the rise. That's where we're at. So, just to talk about typhoid and what it is, it's a life threatening disease caused by salmonella. Um, and yeah, caused by bacteria and salmonella. And in a more basic way, it is a bacterial disease that can spread through contaminated food, water, or close contact. Now, symptoms include a high fever, belly aches, headaches, and constipation or diarrhea. And when I think about that, I'm like, wow, I feel like we
Yeah, I have typhoid fever like yesterday.
like every day.
Yes.
Like, oh wow. So yeah, same. So I wonder, like, I mean, I guess to the max, it'll kill you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know that you said like you were really sick. This topic is making me have flashbacks to when I was like, I have been so ill twice in my adult life that I was like, I might die here. Have you had that?
Yeah, I had pneumonia one, and
Mm.
that one really took me out.
Oh, yeah, and like I remember like having that thought. I was like, this could be it. Like this
Oh,
could
you thought you can die?
I kind of felt like I've never felt closer to death than in these
Really? What'd you
moments.
have?
I had the flu.
Oh,
Dude, I
wow.
had the flu. And when people tell me like, "Oh, I've had the flu," but they're like I would see like my dance major friends in college, they'd be like, "I have the flu," and they'd be like still posting like Instagram stories of them like dancing. I'm like, "You don't have the flu."
People used to die from it. I mean, people
Yes,
still do die from
they
it,
do.
actually.
I was yeah, that was the sickest I've ever been. That and like 2 years ago, and that was when I first started living by myself, and that was truly when I was like, I could die alone up here and nobody would know. Like I didn't even have Winnie, I didn't even have my cat. Like nobody will know. Anyway,
Yeah.
scary. Okay, so the only way to know for sure if someone has typhoid fever is if they have a blood sample or stool sample taken to detect if the bacteria is present. So symptoms can start anywhere from 6 to 30 days after contamination and range from mild to severe.
6 to 30 days?
6 to 30, yeah. Yeah.
You're
What?
good for 5 days?
Yeah. Whoa, can't catch me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then surprise,
Yeah.
diarrhea.
All right.
So, yeah. Wow, so yeah, maybe we have all experienced typhoid and not even known it. Because if you have like a mild form of it,
Case of salmonella.
yeah.
Mm.
And yeah, anyway. So, this is one of my it's not I hate to say favorite stories of this, but this is one of the most I'd say intense stories of this that I like to share. So, one of the most famous cases of typhoid fever is that of a woman that became known as Typhoid Mary.
God. She got named after it.
Yeah, I feel sad for her. Okay, so in 1884, a young woman named Mary Mallon immigrated from Ireland to the United States at just 15 years old. Mary began working several domestic jobs and ultimately ended up landing a more permanent career position as a home cook for a wealthy man named Charles Henry Warren. Now, when Mary began working for the family, 6 out of the 11 people in the house came down with typhoid fever. And because the Warrens were a wealthy family, they were able to hire a sanitary engineer to figure out how they were all contracting typhoid.
Oh, okay.
I guess they were trying to like
It
pinpoint
was Mary.
it was yeah. So at this time, typhoid typhoid
Typhoid. Yeah, that's another one.
typhoid was still fatal in 10% of the cases. 10%. I feel like
That's not that bad.
that's not that bad.
Oh, it's 10 of 100. It's pretty bad.
I guess when you put it that way.
100 out of 1,000? I mean, if your population's 1,000 people, 100 die.
100. Yeah, it sounds like yeah, definitely that is a lot. So because this wealthy family had the means to do it, of course, they wanted to discover the root of where this bacteria was coming from, whether it was their food or water, or or a person. Um, and the sanitary engineer, his name was George Sober. And when he arrived, he began interrogating all of the residents in the house, including Mary. Now, this man, he seemed a little intense. I mean, I get that it's his job, but um, I guess, and I write this here, I said, I guess there was limited technology and ways of figuring these things out. Like I said, the only way to really to even determine that you had it was through a stool sample or, um, what was the other way?
I think that was it.
That was pretty much it. Yeah.
Wait, what year is this? Do we know?
This is 1884.
Oh.
So this is like at the height of typhoid fever and really early on. So they probably didn't even really know that. They probably were just like, you have the symptoms, you must have typhoid, you know? Um, anyway, so, okay. So after interrogating everyone in the house, Sober just declares that Mary is the root cause of the spread of typhoid through the Warrens household.
Oh.
Get away from me.
Not a good one?
It was just a Philadelphia phone number. I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway,
Alright.
so yeah, he just declares. He's like, Mary, it's you. Which I think is rather rude considering she's, the home cook. Like
I don't know.
she's like, she's working there. They're like, oh, can't possibly be any of the
Yeah,
children
it can't be.
or any. Because also, if you think about this is 1884. So now Riverside Hospital has already moved to North Brother Island. And they already know, like, this is the place to go when you get sick. So it's probably scary to then be, like, it's probably a known thing. Like, if I am determined as the root cause, like, that's where I'm going to get sent. So they're not going to say it's the children or the wealthy, couple.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be like, it's Mary. Now, he believed that she somehow contracted the disease, and then as the household cook was spreading it through the food and endangering the lives of everyone in the house. That's not a horrible assumption, but there isn't really any way to prove that it was her at the time. And here's the kicker. Mary didn't show any symptoms.
Oh.
So, actually, it does say in my notes, we do see later down the road that she did at one point have typhoid fever, but initially she wasn't. And at this time of the interrogation and the investigation, she wasn't showing any symptoms. So now we run into a really bizarre situation where George begins to stalk and follow Mary to track and study her actions to ultimately prove that she was the original carrier. So he's like hellbent.
Is this like a thing? Like once you get rid of typhoid fever, it's gone, or are you now, or do you always? Can you always give it to somebody else?
Well, the next bullet that I have is that it says that this was the very first time that the asymptomatic position was taken. So I think that, when we relate it to like our experience with with the pandemic and COVID, and the term like asymptomatic person was brought up, this is the first case or the first time that proposal had been made, that there is a person who is still carrying the bacteria but is asymptomatic, is not showing any symptoms. That's what that means. So kind of interesting, right? Now George, so I don't know, like if I don't know off the top of my head that if then like once it is passed, if you're done with it, like done with the bacteria, or if it can just reside and then sometimes bubble up. I kind of feel like it's gone, but I think that he was probably thinking, because if it can affect you within like 30 within a span of 30 days, this is probably over like a month. He's like stalking her for like a month, and trying to prove that she somehow had it, which I don't even know how he could. Oh my god, imagine he's like trying to like get her stool.
Well, she didn't give it to him.
I don't know. I don't even know if like they knew that. Okay, well, hold on. Let's read more.
Maybe I do know.
so, so George Sober, he proposed that although Mary did not show any symptoms, or was asymptomatic, she still held the bacteria in her body and was unconsciously spreading the disease. Yes, we've covered that. So, um, in 1907, that's when. Oh wait, no, this was 1884. It was in 1907 that George began stalking Mary. And he tried to obtain samples of her urine, feces, and blood, and it led to nothing. So they knew, they had this information. They knew that if you got a sample, that you could determine that the bacteria was there. He tried obtaining all of this, and I guess he didn't find anything. Ew, imagine somebody following you around and collecting your stuff.
Why didn't he just ask?
She's probably like, get the fuck away from me. I don't have any symptoms. Like, she probably just like quit and was like, go away. Like,
She's not working for him anymore?
it says, Sober decided that his suspicions were validated when he learned that Mary worked for 8 other families who had all been contracting typhoid fever after Mary began working for them. I don't know if she stopped working for them, but she did. She worked for several families over the you know decade. It sounds like, and I don't know. She probably would just like go get away from me. No, you can't have my feces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's understandable.
Yeah, he sounds like a weirdo. Like he sound like I would also not be like willing to give this. Maybe a doctor who was like nice to me, but he sounds like he was just like yelling at her. Give me your stool.
Give me your poop. She's like, no.
So no. So now George decides he decides now to report Mary to the New York Department of Health. And this is where it gets really horrible to me. They then send the police to go and detain her so that they can test her. And Mary, she was able to hide from the police for 5 hours and then was finally caught and brought in for testing, where she was confirmed to test positive for typhoid fever. Okay, so he was right,
Okay.
but like he was right. But but in terms of like, I don't know, with this topic, I think we can very easily criticize like what happened to all of us during COVID and the pandemic time and like
Yeah.
what was going on during that, which I think is important. I think we should talk about, we should talk about it. Like there were some things that there were ways that we ostracized friends, family, like
For sure.
like and when I think about this and like, oh my God, could you imagine like being hunted by the police, held down, detained, and your poop was taken?
Yeah.
Like
And your poop was taken? Yeah.
like, oh my God, like that's so invasive. And I think like, when we think about the hysteria that even just to, it was not even to this level, but the hysteria that happened during COVID, like would we all as a group be like, yep, nope, that's important, that should be happening, or would we be like, that's really awful?
No,
I
I
think
mean during COVID, it was so much easier to like. It was wild how the propaganda machine was pushing out to
Mhm.
ostracize your friends, to yell at people if they didn't wear a mask, to
Mhm.
pretty much you saw different sides of human beings because
Yeah.
out of fear and terror of what they were being told, of a body count being put on the screen every
Oh
day,
my God.
you
Yeah.
know.
Oh.
So like imagine this time where I feel like when they get told something, it's like people are dying. And it's like, oh, we're gonna die too now. It's not
Yeah.
like we had kind of an easier way out though. It's like, all right, well, we still had a belief if we got COVID, we were still gonna kind of be okay.
Yeah. Well, I
Where back
think.
then, maybe not.
Yeah. Well, and I think that has to do with just like technology. But and actually, when you think about it, well, the percentage that we just said, like it was. I don't want to downplay only 10%, but it wasn't. I mean, what was COVID? Like, what was the death rate? With COVID.
Like 0.02, I think it came out to.
Wow. And so yeah, so 10. So okay. So yeah. So 10%. Let's make sure.
They were wait, making sure about what? COVID or
The
about typhoid?
percentage of
COVID?
COVID, yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I think it's like maybe 0.08 of the population, maybe less, dude. But they were telling us different numbers
Hmm.
at first. That was an odd time. But when I was living in Florida, so it was a lot easier for us to, you know, not be so scared.
No, that's good. It says, no, actually, wait.
What did you search?
I said death rate percentage of COVID 19. Uh, I'm just going to read you. Wait. So it says, I'm just going to read you what I found because I don't know if I entirely understand it myself. So hopefully someone else does. The current death rate percentage, case, now parentheses, case fatality rate. So out of those that were diagnosed, I believe is what that means. Um, varies widely by location and time, but globally has generally declined since the start of the pandemic. Recent data from March 2025 indicated a 30-day mortality case fatality rate of 0.31%.
That's extremely low.
Extremely low. So anyway, I but I will say that like after going through that with COVID and seeing the way people are willing to like ostracize their family and friends and
There's people I still don't talk to. I
because of
think
that
that
time.
friendships that I had with people, like, we never rekindled that friendship
Hmm. Yeah, I
because I
mean,
refused to get the shot and all that. So
hmm yeah, I mean, it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I also have situations like that. Yeah, I mean, I was fired. I was
oh, for
fired
not getting the
because,
shot?
yeah,
No way.
after 5 years, I was fired the night before the school year. Yeah, and I told them that I would do everything that we did the year before. I would wear a mask. I would test. I would, and I had a medical reason for not getting the shot, and they,
The autoimmune thing or whatever? Yeah.
yeah, and they she fired me over the phone, so I couldn't even file for unemployment.
If
Really.
only there was an island for you.
If
Just
only.
put me on the island. I don't want the shot. It's like,
Yeah, well, yeah. So anyway, weird times. But I think about like this, and like I think that people just kind of stood by and watched, and they allowed it to happen because they were also scared. They didn't want to die. And if you think about the 10%, like that is way higher than this. Like that is scary. I don't justify it, but like I could definitely see that people are just standing by, letting people do this to each other,
I mean,
and
I
it's
don't
so
have
scary.
kids and things like that, but if I'm a parent having, my kids, I'd be like, yeah, get this person out of our town, maybe.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know. If 10%'s going, that is a pretty large number. The more we keep saying it, if 10 out of 100 are going, dude. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the population of some of those areas are, but like I know the population of Savannah, Georgia, I think it's like 250,000.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong on that, but I think it's around that. That's 25,000 people.
Yeah. But also like if we think about Typhoid Mary and she was asymptomatic and she wasn't going to die from it, like, did she deserve to go on this island? Like, just, she was a carrier. So, like, what does that mean? Like, it's so icky. It's so
It's
icky.
icky,
It's
dude. You
so
think she was
scary.
saying the same thing? Oh, it's so
So
icky. God, that island
icky.
is so icky, dude. Like, I don't want to go.
Everyone's snotty over
Yeah,
there.
literally.
Ugh. All right. Well, it gets worse. So they finally caught her, brought her in for testing. She tested positive. So George Sober was right. But, immediately after this finding and against her will, Mary is taken to North Brother Island, where she is admitted and quarantined at Riverside Hospital. Now, in 1909, Mary sued the Department of Health and won by claiming that she was not fully informed on the significance of being a carrier and that it had been unsuccessfully treated with laxatives. Interesting. And after, sorry, I
Yeah,
was
why'd you pause?
was reading and like
You're like, laxatives?
having my own
That's
thoughts.
how you do it?
Well, yeah, suddenly I was like, we need to research like does typhoid fever, would you do me a favor and research if typhoid fever stays in your body, like now after you've been,
Does typhoid fever
does the bacteria remain in your body?
remain in your body after infection? After infection? Well, some of these answers are after death. Uh, it can remain in the body after typhoid fever infection, making some people chronic carriers who can continue to spread the disease even after symptoms are gone. Approximately 2 to 5% of the people with untreated typhoid become permanent carriers, passing the bacteria in their stool for a year or more.
Mm.
Okay. A small percentage can experience a relapse weeks or months after they have recovered. Okay, so there is a carrier state, is what they're calling it.
All right, yeah.
Oh,
So
maybe they had a good. Maybe they should have put her on the island. I don't know. Maybe. Would you hang out with her?
I
Time
just
out.
think that
Would
this
you?
island sounds barbaric. Like if
What
she is
was
an
the other option?
asymptomatic carrier of this thing, like she's just walking around, like she's still
Yeah,
like
not
she's like
good.
you or me, but like yeah, but if you think about like the inhumane like life that she's now going to live, like it's like really
Yeah,
awful.
but that's like the theory of like, would you just kill one to save 1,000?
Oh my god, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um, and I guess in New York at the time too is it's an island too. If it becomes an epidemic on the island,
Mhm.
you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Ugh,
I might
well.
be Team George so far, dude.
That's a big statement.
I'm leaning that way.
Wow.
Yeah, keep
All right.
going. Let's see
Keep
how bad this
going.
island was. Okay.
So she was given laxatives, and I guess they're like, get it out, get it out. Didn't
They
work.
would yell at her while she was moving. Get it
Go.
out, get it out.
And it didn't work. And after that, she was offered gallbladder removal surgery, but she denied it.
Okay,
Um,
good. Yeah.
Now, eventually, she was released and allowed to leave North Brother Island under the condition that she did not work in the food industry anymore.
Do we know how long she was on this island for?
Well, well, hold on.
Okay, sorry.
Let me keep going because it continues to get worse. I'm pretty sure she goes back.
Oh, nice.
So unfortunately, Mary did not abide by this one condition, and now that's on her. I will say they let you
Team
off the
George.
island. Yeah, they let you off the island. Like there are other things. Like you don't have to go back to working in food. You've been allowed. Like I mean, maybe that's all you know, but like I don't know. Like you're either like quarantined or find another job. Like push comes to shove, find another job. You know?
You're Team George. I understand. I get it. I hear it loud and clear, dude.
I- Maybe.
I don't know her personally, but I'm slowly.
Typhoid Mary is, yeah, she's working. She's, you're right. You might be turning me. Okay, so. So she didn't abide by the one condition that she was given. She went right back to working in cuisines. It says
Under a different name, or is she still Mary?
Mary.
Typhoid Mary. Is she
Yeah,
like, oh, I'm Typhoid Mary,
I'm
and I would like to cook your food?
Here's my resume. Uh, I've been at North Brother Island for a little bit.
Yeah. Was she a cook there?
Maybe. So then, oh, I do write it down. She was in her 20s and she basically had no one in her life and no prior education or skills. Um, Again, I don't know. Past me was feeling sympathy for her. Now I'm like a little bit like push comes to shove, find another skill.
Yeah.
Like just, you have to. But anyway, sorry to Mary. I mean, I feel sad for her because I think she just felt very lost and very isolated and abandoned. She needed money. They probably dropped her off on the side of the road and were like, "Okay, bye." And she had no money, no food, no home, no nothing. So like, she had to do something,
Yeah.
Like it's and this is the early 1900s. Like people are horrible to women. Like
And she just loved to cook.
she just loved. No, yeah, I don't know. So she unfortunately ended up Poor Typhoid Mary. She ended up infecting 25 more people,
Oh
and
my God.
two more died.
This
So
is what
she
I'm
was
talking
so
about.
she was caught again. And after getting caught, Mary was then sent back to North Brother Island to reside at Riverside Hospital, where she was forced to stay until her death in November of 1938. So she's in her mid 20s and she stayed there for the rest of her life.
She is the villain. Okay? Come on. This just like goes
No.
to the point, dude. Like, would you kill one to save the others?
I just think she should have found another job.
She got
Like she should
lucky.
have.
They sent her back to the island.
I know.
And she lived for another, what, like 20 years? Can't be that bad on
That
this
is not lucky.
island.
This island is overcrowded. Overcrowded. There's not a lot of food. There's not a lot. It's like riddled with
There-
disease and
Mary
sick
would have hoped
people.
there's be a lot of
This
food.
is disgusting. No, this is horrible. This is horrible. I do not agree. I am not Team George. I am just, you know what I stand for? I wish that there were more opportunities for women in the early 1900s, because if there were, she would have found another job. So I still blame the man.
Oh, I didn't know we were blaming the man the whole time. I didn't know that. Okay. Blame
Yeah,
the
I
times, not the
still.
man. Maybe. You can blame the man if you want. Man of the times. I don't know. But the population around 500, and it reached up to 1,500 at its
On a
peak.
20-acre island.
500 on 20 acre? Yeah, that's a good amount. That's a good amount. Yeah. You're pretty
mean-
close proximity to each other.
And limited, and if you think about it, it's like it's limited buildings, and people don't want to go there. People don't want to go and help these people. They just want them to, to just go over there, be sick over there, and die over there. That's really, like, I think honestly, I think that that's what most people wanted.
Yeah. For you to just. Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want to be one of those people. But
That's
maybe
what.
you can thrive there.
Oh no, there's no. Okay, so all right. Well, we need to get into the conditions of North Brother Island
Yeah,
before
we
you make
should.
all these statements. I need to finish the story about Mary. So then Mary, okay, Mary was there for over 40 years, and she was 69 years old when she died.
Oh, long life for that time. Wow.
That's true.
Okay.
At some point, she apparently became a nurse on the island.
New job. New job, dude. Which is also probably really bad if you have typhoid fever, just messing with people.
Ugh,
Villain.
true. Villain.
How else can
So
I get 'em?
Mary is just one of the hundreds and maybe thousands of people that were forced to quarantine at Riverside Hospital on North Brother Island, where some of them were never heard from again. So here we start getting into some of the conditions. There were no telephone services on the island, and the only way of leaving was by boat. The conditions on the island were horrible. Thank you, Note 32.
Tell me, wow.
Now, not only
Mary was there. I dude.
spreading her
God,
typhoid.
it's when she leaves, it'll be great again. That's what it's like, dude.
This is crazy. So not only was disease running rampant throughout the island, but there was also a lack of resources and space for the patients. Some patients were forced to live in tents outside of the hospital, regardless of the weather conditions. And we're talking about New York in the early 1900s.
What are we saying? Why'd you look at me
really-
like that?
It's really
Oh, it's
bad.
bad. It's bad. You had to live in tents.
Yeah. Okay. Fun fact. I learned this when I was in Boston. Did you know that our area was in a mini ice age from the 1300s until 1850?
Yes, I did.
Well, all
100%.
right. Well, now our listeners know that
It's
too.
a climate change thing. It's where because anti-climate changers, and I'm not on either side. Well, maybe I'm on one side. Yeah, that and it was the beginning of the Dark Ages. So so like the bubonic plague and things like that were spreading during that mini ice age.
Well, so this is 1884, which is, or now into the early 1900s, which isn't even, 100 years since then. So it's still pretty cold in those winters. And these people are living in tents. These sick people are living in tents on the island. Really horrible. Surrounded by water. It's freezing up there. It's New
It's probably
York.
pretty cold, yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's not
horrible.
helping them.
So there's a lack of food and heat throughout the winter. Wow, I'm so smart.
Yeah, there's no heat in the winter. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. No, I just I keep saying what my notes are saying, and I'm like, yeah. All right. So there's a lack of food and heat throughout the winter. Just and that caused the death toll to rise even higher on the island. So now there's just there's dead people all over the island. Like,
Yeah, that's not good. You can't just you don't drop them in the water.
no,
Yeah, I don't know.
and they're floating around. Oh, that reminds me of War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Oh, when all the bodies start
War of the Worlds.
floating
Oh,
down the
that's such a
river.
good movie,
Oh
dude.
God, I haven't. I was traumatized by that one scene. I haven't seen it again.
That movie's scary for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I don't like it. And she lived the rest of her life on an island like this. I mean, it sounds horrendous to me, but anyway, now the hospital was closed in 1942 and then shortly after reopened, and other surrounding buildings eventually became a housing area for returning veterans from World War II. And it eventually became a drug rehabilitation center until it was forced to close in 1963 due to staff corruption and cost. Now, since then, North Brother Island has been completely abandoned. Now, today, the island is said to be haunted and cursed due to its spotty history and very high death count.
Hmm.
Let me look up how many people died on North Brother Island.
Hopefully, Mary.
Hopefully, you're really
Look,
cruising for a bruising over there.
look. I just, I don't know, man.
It's making you
Do you
think.
think she ever thought like maybe I am the problem? Maybe I am hurting people. Like if I go back, like you don't ever get that. Like maybe she wasn't a depressed person. I don't know, but she's like, if I go back to the mainland, I might hurt a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know though, but like you,
Because at first I was thinking like they wrongfully accused her, but then she comes back and gets like 25 more people. I don't know how they prove that, but
yeah. I mean, I just feel like,
and she lived to 69.
yeah. I just feel like if I were to put myself in those shoes, like
You wouldn't want to, but 'cause
I would
they'd be infected.
still,
I'd say that getting quarantined on an island with a bunch of other sick people is not a good way to go. Not a good way to live your life. You get one of those.
yeah.
Um,
Like I don't know if I could like I don't know if I could be the I mean, I would like to think I could be, but selfishly, I don't think I could be the bigger person to be like, okay, now I'm going to like leave my whole life and I'm not carrying I'm not carrying I think I would just choose to find another job. I would just because yeah, like stop working in food. Like if it really means going back to that island, which sounds like a hellhole, like I would just do everything in my power to just try, like I would maybe even just stay like in my I don't know, but like I just that just sounds horrible, and I don't blame anyone for not like being able to be the bigger person.
yeah, I guess you can just like be like, I'm getting better. I'm feeling better. I think I can go back. But then they gave her that chance and she didn't do it. She went back into food.
Yeah. Like I definitely think it's a noble thing, but I don't- to like be like, all right, no, like I'm contaminated, I need to go. I just don't think that that's as realistic because I think even your loved ones, like if I think about like my
Well, she
family,
had no family.
she didn't. No, you're right. Yeah, but this doesn't mean she's
Maybe they didn't like her either. So she had no family.
she's
She
still a
killed them too,
person.
dude.
She's still a person.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. I'm going around this to make sure that I have this one story because there is also
Another story about this island.
and I'm like, where is it? All right, well, I guess I'm gonna just keep reading, and then if I don't get to it, I have it pulled up on my phone because it includes the death rate
Okay.
of like the island. So okay. Oh, it says in all capital letters, read article about boat blowing up on June 14th, 1904. So I guess all right, so
Mary
let me
did it.
pull let me pull up the article.
I
Let me
don't know. I
find this
just think
boat.
I what's that jail that sits there? Sits in the Hudson on the East River. Rutgers or Rikers.
Rikers, yeah.
I mean, we kind of do that to people nowadays still. That's a jail that
That's
sits in
different
an
though
island. Why?
because I mean
They
unless you're
should have chose a
wrongfully
different
accused.
uh,
No, unless you're wrongfully accused, like these people have done horrible like actions, like they're going to jail, like
they should have
they've
chose a
done
different
these
profession.
things. They what?
They should have chose a different profession.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bank robber. Then they go back and rob banks.
Murderer.
She's no different. Yeah. No, don't go rob another bank. We'll let you out. Then they go do it again.
Don't. Yeah, but like this is totally out of her control. She's not like choosing to make people sick. I mean, yeah, she's choosing to make food, but she's not like, murdering people
Yeah, well,
with
it's
her
not like a
hand. Like
slasher, yeah, but she's. I mean, what's worse? I think
I feel like
bacterial infections get more than murderers
I
do.
feel like I resonate with Mary. I feel like I think about myself just walking around, not meaning any harm to anyone, and then people are just getting sick around me. Like, imagine if it was me. Just a nice person just walking around.
No one said she was
What would you
nice.
do?
No, no one said she was nice, dude. Yeah. So
Oh, I thought you said no one said you were nice.
no, 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 dude. No. No one said Mary was nice.
Uh, um, well, I'm just really trying to put myself in her shoes, and it makes me sad.
Do you think she like was a nice person and she got another person sick and she's like, "Fuck, I'm so sorry. So sorry I got you
Yeah.
sick." The 19th person, she's like, "God damn it, dude. I just keep doing this."
Someone dies in the house, and she's like,
Yep, oh, not me.
"What's
Yep,
me?"
yep, sorry. If it was, I'm sorry, but yep, dude. Like,
Oh my
they're probably gonna
god!
come get your stool. Like,
Don't let them
look
think
out,
it's
dude.
you.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Send you to the
Hide your
island.
poop. Like, been through this one before, guys.
Take it from me. Wait, hold on.
You just see her running outside and burying all of her poop.
This is horrible. Hold on, I'm writing shipwreck June 14th. Apparently, I didn't write it in my notes. I told future self, find the article and read the article.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
I watched Midnight Mass. Dude, that was cool.
Wasn't it?
So cool.
Oh my God, what did you
Such
think?
a different play on it was a differently told story. I didn't expect it to be like
Yeah.
that. I didn't know what because I had no expectations going into it. I
Mhm.
didn't watch any trailers
Mhm,
or anything.
mhm,
Just took your word for it.
mhm.
And that was a really cool story.
Right?
Yeah, I liked it.
Me too.
Oh, before I forget, you know who was in the tavern the other night? Love Quinn, Victoria Pedretti.
She was?
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
she's from Yardley. Went to Pennsburg.
We were in the same friend group in high school.
Oh no way.
Yeah, then she like I mean,
Became famous.
Victoria, I know you're a very nice person, but she did unfollow me on Instagram. Like I think when she just
Whoa.
like yeah, we definitely like we used to follow each other on Instagram and like we're had mutual friends and like hung out in the same spaces, uh and then I was like, "Oh, like that's my friend," And then I was like, "Look, we follow each other on Instagram." And then I was like, "Oh." She doesn't anymore.
Damn, she intentionally did that.
Who knows? I mean, I'm sure someone. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? She probably. Yeah. She probably. Maybe she doesn't remember me at all. Maybe she just
Maybe.
went through the whole following list and was like, "Oh, I don't remember this person. Unfollow."
Really? Let's put her on an island, dude.
But yeah, she wait, now that we're on this topic, and I would like to say something nice about her because this is one of my favorite stories about her. It's the first time I ever met her and saw her, and it's a little bit of a side tangent, but she's an incredible actress, and she always has
Kills
been.
it. Yeah.
Oh my god! And the first time I ever saw her was at the Pennsbury High School talent show, and she was a year above me, um, and I happened to be there because I was on the dance team, and they had asked the dance team to be like basically like to perform as like the intermission of the talent show. Like, we weren't actually competing. We were just like dancing in the show. So I decided to stay for the rest of the show afterwards, and I sat behind her and some of my other, because like my friends were there. So I sat behind them and I was talking to them and stuff. And then it was her turn. She stands up, she goes up on stage, and she delivered a monologue that I knew in that moment, I knew I would never forget it. And at the time, I didn't know she'd be famous, but it was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. And I just remember being really blown away by her in that moment. Then she comes back and she sits down in front of me, and her friends, like, are like, wow, that was so good. That was so good. Like, how long where did you learn that? How long did it take you to do that? And she was like, oh, I found it on Google last night. And I just was like, I was just blown away.
That sounds like one of those athletes in high school where you're like, they're just always a step above, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
those people who are really good, then there's those ones
Yeah.
who you're like, oh wow, you stand out.
Yeah. And
That's
I
cool.
I think part
You
of
think she
me,
was being honest?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. She ended up, I think she went to Brown University. I think she was,
no, I think Carnegie Mellon.
oh,
I looked it
one of
up.
those smart,
Yeah, yeah,
one of those smart
yeah.
places. But yeah, she's, I mean, and I just love that story because I also low key like hope someday she like sees a little tidbit of this and knows that like she impacted someone in that way. Like she
Oh, that's cool.
impacted
I'll
me in
clip
that moment.
this.
Yeah, like yeah, she impacted me, and she's deserving of where she is. Yeah.
I mean, she kills it in you. She's super crazy.
Yeah, she's awesome. Oh
Yeah,
my god, she's awesome. That's fun that she was. Did you get to talk to her?
yeah,
Oh, she
yeah,
was sitting at the bar.
yeah,
Oh, that's so fun.
yeah. It was nice.
Oh.
I was a little starstruck. I was.
Really?
She ordered a beer, and I watched her mouth move, and I didn't hear what she said
Well, now that
because like I
she's
saw her and just went, wait, I
yeah.
think this is the fucking person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then she ordered. I went, what? And then I like came back to myself. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
no, it's funny because she does have a very like she's kind of like Keira Knightley in the way where she has like a very specific way of moving. Like her face moves in a specific way. Like she speak like you recognize her voice and her like way of
her mouth.
her mouth. Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, and same with like Keira Knightley, like very similar. So yeah, I could totally see how you're like just like watching her
Yeah, it was wild.
speak.
It was pretty wild. I've met celebrities before, but that one was different.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
All right. So,
I haven't seen her since high school.
but yeah, this reminds me of Midnight Mass. Your story. That they're all on this island, and then they realize that if this infection
Oh.
gets off the island,
Oh, yeah. So, oh, that's right. Oh, interesting.
that
So, yeah,
and
they're.
he
Mm-hmm.
realizes it too, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why he can't. I think they destroy that last house, the
Yeah.
last like whatever that is, the St.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It was such an amazing symbolic show.
yeah, I liked it. It was cool. Definitely episodes like 2 through 6 where I thought were really good.
Mm-hmm.
One was a little. I thought it was. I was really pissed off in the first episode. I thought it was kind of lazy with a
Mm.
couple other things, but they do explain themselves later, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, now I understand why it's
Right.
not lazy.
Well, and then there's that one. You know how I was saying to you, like it's kind of scary, but it's like, what was that? You see something in the corner, like the eyes.
I
Like I
thought
love
there would be
little things
more
like
of
that.
that.
Oh, really? I thought it was perfect. I thought it was like just enough.
Yeah, no, I like that too. I don't like big in your face type stuff.
Mm.
They don't really ever explain too much of what he sees. A lot of that one girl, like when he's sleeping or dreaming or whatnot. The one who dies in the car accident, I guess.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah,
They
that
just kind of show flashes over just that he's having these thoughts
he
or
was just like haunted by
visions.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I thought they were
Yeah.
gonna go like they were gonna explain that at the end, but they don't.
That's a good point. I really felt like they were gonna like him coming back from. I mean, the show took a completely different turn than what I expected from the
For
first
sure.
episode. I thought with him coming back from, I thought he was going to be like the leader of the religious movement after like being in prison. Then I thought he went through some religious awakening and then he was going to be, you know what I mean? That's kind of where I thought it was going.
The
But
priest
then
was
it totally,
priest was trying to make him have a spiritual experience,
yeah.
but
That priest, oh my
oh, such a
God,
good actor in that.
amazing.
Oh, he
Yeah.
kills. I didn't really like him in the beginning, and then I went, oh wow, I really love this character. I
Yeah.
actually, because Matt and I watched it, I liked a lot of. I liked every character in the show
Mm-hmm.
individually.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which is actually there was like the one father I didn't really like, but the Joe Collins, the like drunk, I liked him a lot. I liked
Yeah.
the I forget a lot of the names, but yeah, the priest, the son, all of it. It was good.
Yeah. I'm glad you watched it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good.
Ugh. I loved it. Well,
No, no, no.
I want to tell you about this shipwreck that happened off the coast.
Okay,
So
dude, that'd be funny if Mary's on the boat and she survives. I swear to God, dude.
frickin' Mary.
Fuck, I'd blame it on her. I would, dude.
No, she's cursed. Okay, so this is called the General Slow. I'm gonna say Slocum. Slocum. Should I say Slocum or Slocum?
I think just yeah,
Slocum. I'm gonna
totally.
say Slocum.
Yeah.
That sounds better. The General Slocum disaster. That's what this is referred to as. And this occurred on June 15th, 1904. Now, this is, it says this tragedy is way less known than, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire, which I don't know what. Do you know
We
about that?
no
Oh,
triangle is shirt faced.
shirtwaist.
Oh, triangle is shirtwaist. No.
That occurred in March 25th, 1911, and this is obviously way less known than the Titanic, which occurred
Oh,
April 15, 1912. So
wait.
this
Did you know that?
happens.
Did you know? Does it say that, or did you know at the top of your head?
Well, I did know that off the top of my head, but it does say it too.
Cool. We should do. I was. That's so. What I was thinking as we were talking here, going. I want to cover the Titanic because do you know conspiracies behind the Titanic?
Joe and I have been talking about it so much. I have fun stuff to share with
Maybe it
you about the
wasn't even the
Titanic.
Titanic that sank.
I don't know. Okay, you do it because I would like you to teach me these things. And
About the Federal Reserve.
yeah. Joe's been bringing that up. Yeah. I was researching it on our way back from Boston for reasons that I
The
can tell you
Olympia
later.
sank.
But
It wasn't Titanic. Maybe.
oh wait, I did read that where it was like a switched ship or something, and
Titanic was in France at the time. I think getting fixed.
yeah, something. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'll go into it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll cover that
Yeah,
one.
you should do that. Yeah, the one. So the P.S. Slocum was built in 1891 and was a paddle boat or side wheel passenger ship. But on June 15th, 1904, the ship carried 1,358 passengers plus the crew. Now, let's see. I'm just going to scroll down, and this article is from the New York Public Library. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Now
I
let's
feel like
see.
that's credible.
Yeah. So chartered by the St. Mark's Evangelical Lutheran Church for $350. The passengers came mostly from the German American community of the Lower East Side. Excitement and anticipation filled the air for the passengers. This would be a fun-filled day outside of the city, and as the ship departed, it would be enjoyable to watch the shoreline as the ship made its way out to the north shore of Long Island. Now I want to skim because I don't know if I can I don't know if I'm allowed to read this article straight through. But most of the passengers were women and children. Um, and as the ship made its way up the East River, things went south very quickly. It turned very bad. Various varying accounts about how the fire started. There are varying accounts about how the fire started on the ship, but regardless, a fire started within a half hour of leaving the dock around 9 a.m., and it started to spread really, really quickly on the ship. And there was a lot of panic that started happening. And now they faced death by drowning or being burned alive on the ship.
How
Um,
embarrassing would that be? Like, if you burn alive on a ship, like, just jump in the water.
you
You know what I mean?
you have so many hot takes on this episode.
No, but for real, like, you're surrounded by water,
How
and that's your
embarrassing.
choice, dude.
All
Um,
right. What if you're like locked in a room in the ship and it's on fire and you can't get
even
out and you
more
can't get up?
embarrassing. Who locked you in there, dude?
You know, you can people, like you can't open the door because there's more fire out there. That's a thing in
All
like
right.
burning buildings.
All right, then that's not as embarrassing if you're stuck.
You're like, get out the window, loser.
Seriously though.
So, the reason that this is associated with North Brother Island is because people on the shore of the island were watching this happen.
Oh, and they were like,
This
"Fuck
was right
you."
there. They're like,
Oh, we'd help, but we can't. We were told to stay here. Like,
um, so also most of the passengers could not swim. We talk about this on my tour in Yardley that like swimming,
yeah.
like drowning was a huge like it became considered an epidemic in like around the world or especially in the United States, and because people didn't know how to swim, and the Red Cross actually started enforcing swimming lessons to children, I think in the early like 1900s. I forget what year it was, but I thought that was pretty fascinating, in general. And so yes, now the aftermath. So, for days afterwards, bodies would wash ashore. Only 321 passengers survived from a total of 1,358 passengers. The final death count totaled 1,021 people. I mean, in the Titanic, I think either 1,500 or 1,600 people died. So this is like, this is
That's pretty
up
big.
there.
Then yeah.
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 And nobody knows about it. And it was right there. Like it's right off the coast of New York.
Right off the
Also in
coast of North Brother Island.
yeah, like it was I mean, they were only going for a half hour and this happened. Like
Yeah.
talk about embarrassing.
Yeah, dude.
That's a little embarrassing.
Yeah, for who? For the ship captain? Maybe it was his first voyage.
This is embarrassing for the ship, I think. I don't know, not the
Well, for
captain.
the
I mean,
ship, for the
I think
actual
for the
ship.
people that made the ship or whatever.
You think they shamed the ship afterwards? Like,
Well,
you
it says that
stupid
there are
boat.
varying accounts of how the fire started. Everyone's like,
Do we know?
"It was you. It was you."
It was Mary.
No,
But go
it's
ahead.
it was Mary. Oh, Jesus.
If she got blamed for it.
Oh my God, poor Mary. So actually, this was it says that the next largest death toll in the United States would come decades later on 9/11.
3,000.
Almost 3,000, yeah. 2,974 deaths. But so that was the largest death toll in the United States.
Yeah, like in one event.
Yeah. For so long. What did I say? This is 1904. Yeah, so for like 100, almost 100 years.
Like 97 or something.
Yeah. Again, the fact that we don't know about this or like talk about it is insane to me. Like this is like, but I think it's because they're like embarrassed. Like it wasn't like a terrorist attack,
Let's
like
not
it
tell
was
anybody.
like
This is so
don't tell anyone.
embarrassing.
Like this is horrible. Like oh my God. Like we just
This is so embarrassing. Don't
the,
tell anybody.
the boat wasn't ready. Don't tell anyone. So
Does this have to do with North Brother Island?
it happened along the shore of like along the shore of it. So people, so if you talk about the death toll of North Brother Island, this is counted in the death toll.
Oh.
Now, yeah. So anyway, okay, now I'm going to go back to here because I read that. So supposedly for decades after this horrific tragedy, residents claimed to see ghosts of the victims wandering the grounds and searching for their searching and crying for their lost loved ones. And supposedly, Typhoid Mary herself continues to haunt the island.
As she should.
She should.
Yeah.
Fuck that island.
Yeah, I'm pro that. She can haunt.
She's allowed to have one thing.
Yeah.
Now, over the years, many people have found their way to the island. Some of these people have claimed to see a woman wandering the halls of the hospital.
Trying to offer you food. So she's doing, dude. Have a baguette.
Have a baguette. Oh,
No,
Mary.
dude. Don't eat it, dude.
Don't eat it. So, staff even claimed to see her during the time that the hospital was used as a drug rehabilitation center. And one account refers to a staff member following a woman down a corridor because they thought she was one of the patients. However, when the person turned into the room that they saw her turn into, they found that nobody was in that room. Now, today, you actually says that you can visit North Brother Island with the permission of the New York City Parks Department. But the land is very overgrown and the buildings are basically in ruins. And it's just very dangerous to go there because of the fractured infrastructure on the
Wait,
island.
you went there?
No,
Oh, I thought you said your uncle took you there.
no, he wants to.
Oh.
He has a boat, so he can. And he lived in New York for a long time, so
Oh.
he was he's boated by it.
Wait, can you see this island? Like if you're driving over a bridge or maybe from
I think so. Do you want to see it where it is on the map?
I did look it up a little bit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's all these ruins and such.
Did you see it on a map though?
No, I'll look it up right now though.
Okay.
North Brother Island. North Brother Island. The Bronx. Oh, it looks pretty overgrown now. I wonder where Mary's at.
Well, let me see the map.
Oh my god, it's so close, dude.
See, yeah, you could.
Oh my
yeah, you
God.
can see it. Yeah.
You're right there. Oh, you can
There's
absolutely
South Brother.
see us.
There's Little Brother.
Oh, that one's fine.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, it's right. Whoa, that's right there.
Yeah. So yeah, we could totally go.
Oh my god.
It'd be fun to film a podcast episode. You know what I fear in overgrown islands like that? Ticks.
Yeah, you think there's deer on it? I just think deer ticks. You think there's animals on this island?
Definitely birds, at least.
Yeah, definitely birds.
Oh, it says if you really want to go to the island, you can first start by contacting the Parks Department to request permission. And now the island is becoming a bit of a bird sanctuary for different birds such as herons.
That's nice.
Yeah. From March to October, the island is completely off limits because that's when herons will nest.
This sounds like a positive.
Yeah, they're turning it positive. Now, after you receive, now I'm giving everyone a step-by-step how-to get here. After you receive permission from the Parks Department, you will need a boat to get there, and chartering a boat can be pretty expensive. But if you know my Uncle Tony, you can get there for free. So splitting the cost with someone, or I don't know why I wrote that down. Okay, I'm split the cost with someone.
With Tony, dude. Tony will get you there.
And there are no docks on the island. So that's good to know.
Oh, wow, that'd be tough to get there then.
Yeah, you have to
jump out.
Yeah, you have to shipwreck yourself.
Hopefully you can swim. Yeah, we'll just take that other boat. As
The
far
one
as
that-
it'll get us.
The one that blew up.
Yeah.
And that is all I have on North Brother Island. But
Dang. I had no idea it was there. I wonder if others know about this in New York.
Joe didn't know about it. He was there for 15 years. I really do think that this was a shh, don't let's not tell anyone about this place type of vibe from the government. I feel like they just
it's
were
a shamed part of our history.
I feel like it is. Yeah, it sounds like both the shipwreck and the island combined. I think people were just eh.
It makes me happy that we live in the time that we live in because we take a lot of stuff for gratitude, like modern medicine for
Absolutely. And also in terms of again, a little bit back to the political correctness of things, not that, I know that some people feel like we go overboard in certain areas, but it w- I do think what happened to Mary is pretty horrendous, and
Do you?
yeah.
God.
Well, because it
Those
wasn't just
25 people she
her.
came back and infected don't.
Yeah, but it wasn't just her. Like, and I even think about like, okay, and going back to Rikers, okay, like, and you think about people who are wrongfully accused or wrongfully convicted, like, there 100% were people put on this island who were wrongfully accused for things and put there, because people were afraid. Or, like, yeah, people were
I
just
wonder
afraid.
if people tried to escape because it looks like it's like
I'm
it's
looking
a
it up.
swim away.
It is, yeah.
I know they couldn't swim, but it
Oh,
was
true. Oh, true.
yeah.
They use that to their advantage.
The people putting them on the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I do want to cover now that we talked about it. Napoleon on Elvis, I think it was.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. It says, yeah, people have attempted to escape North Brother Island, primarily when it served as a hospital and later as a city facility. Um,
Yeah, I mean I would try to escape too.
Patients, yeah, tried to escape. There was prisoners tried to escape.
Oh, they put prisoners on this island.
I don't know. I'm confused by that, but I guess so. The island operated, it keeps saying it operated as a city facility in the 1970s. The 1970s, that's not even that long
Yeah,
ago.
but I think it closed down in the 1960s or 40s or something as the island or as
The
the hospital.
hospital.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I guess they used the buildings for other things. But yeah, prisoners tried to escape. Um, and then, wait. And I was just talking about Rikers
yeah.
and people escaping from there. But,
It's like Alcatraz.
mm,
That one's farther out though.
mm,
That was like a
oh,
mile out.
oh, mm.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it would be cool to go here,
Why?
but I thought you
Like
wanted to go.
I don't know anymore. Like now it's just like what is it? It's just overgrown trees and brush and some buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like what else is there? It's not like there's an underground something.
There could be underground tunnels. Why not?
Why?
Well, why not?
I mean, I guess you're on the island for 30 years, you're bored. Start digging a hole.
Yeah, I mean, for like storage or transportation of people. Like they did that for, like Penhurst Asylum has underground tunnels.
To transport people?
They would walk prisoners down there. Yeah. They would put people down there. There were like cells down there. I mean, they could have been putting people down there.
Yeah, I want to research this more. I wonder what like I want to know about the staff of this place, or if it
Yeah.
was just they made like Mary, they just made the people on the island the staff.
I'm sad for Mary. Makes me want to cry.
Really?
Yeah. She had to live out the rest of her life and then like just
I'm
make the
sad
best
she
of
got
it.
typhoid. For real,
Yeah.
that sucks. Because it sounds like it was a death sentence, whether or not you actually died or you were put in this island.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you're forced to live in this like horrible. I mean, we have asymptomatic people who have things now. Like you have an STD. You have a like
Well,
there are
I don't.
things.
But
Okay,
you're saying
let me make this
you have no,
clear.
I do not, dude.
No, no, people have STDs and they're like carriers.
Yeah.
They may not know. We're not sending them off. And like people die from those, from those. We're not sending them off. We're just letting them run around rampant having sex with people.
This is where people get like hypochondria and things like that. They're like, oh my God, there's people walking around me every day, all the time with these diseases I can contract. So we
Yeah.
do, yeah. You want to start an island? Maybe we
Bring
should
back
round them
North
up,
Brother
dude.
Island.
Yeah, yeah. Dude. Maybe I
Bring
do
it
want to
back.
go to this
Bring
island,
it
actually.
back.
Just bring a few people there myself, you know?
I have a list of people I'd put on that island
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Let's start a list.
This
Dude.
is kind of like the witch trials. People just started picking who they wanted to
Yeah, but-
claim was a witch, and then they killed them.
No. We'll get their stool first. Okay? And then we'll know if they're a
All
witch.
right, I suppose. And then we'll know if they're a witch
What if we could tell witches that way?
from their poop.
Yeah. If it was like,
I don't think it's the same.
oh, spooky. Spooky poopy. That's what it was.
This
I
has
should've
gone
said
too
that,
far.
stupid, yeah.
Well, do you have anything else
Nope.
helpful? Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in.
North Brother Island.
North Brother Island.